Welcome back, farm friends. Today we are going to be working on my grow setup right here behind me. I started the season off this year with just one rack, and it's got 4 lights per shelf. There's three shelves. Unfortunately, when you go to potting stuff up, upsizing the pots as they grow a little bit bigger, like we just did with our tomatoes, they take up more room on these flats. So I'm running out of space to continue to grow on my herbs and stuff. So what we're going to do today, I had this extra rack out in my garage. It had some of my canning jars on it, but I was able to pull those off and put them on a different shelf in the garage. So right now I've got it cleared off. I've got the level set to match the shelf in the back. And what we're going to do is we're just going to put this in the front, and then we're going to move the lights, so instead of them going this way, they're going to go this way across the 2 shelves. We're going to get that done and then keep going. Something you'll notice though is on that back shelf there is this kind of silvery reflective fabric. It's not really fabric. It's what it is it's the silver mylar emergency blanket that you can get over in the camping section. So I use that to wrap my grow lights on. It actually helps reflect more of the light back onto the shelf, back onto the plants. In addition to that, my grow lights have a red hue to them, so if I'm trying to do any work in here with my houseplants and stuff, then it doesn't bother me because the light for the most part is self-contained. In case you didn't know, red light is kind of like blue light from screens and stuff. It can actually really be difficult to your eyes. It's very harsh on your eyes. It's not good. It's great for your plants, but not good for your eyes. So that is why I wrap it, and it does help to reflect that light back onto the plants. I do have a lovely thermometer in here just to kind of keep an eye on the temperature in here. I know this is one of the warmest rooms in my house. In addition to that, I have, you can see back here in this corner, I have a single pane window facing south, and then I have a double pane or a double window over here facing east. So it gets a ton of light throughout the day. This room heats up. You probably can't see it on here, but it's right here, right below 80 degrees. So we're at like 79 degrees in here right now. 25 degrees Celsius. It stays very warm. That is a really nice temperature for plants, especially for growing. On the really, really warm days, I will open that window back there and one of these windows over here to help kind of create a cross breeze and keep it more of the temperature a little bit cooler in here so that it's not 90 plus in here. I try to keep it right around 75 to 80. And they do like it. They like it really well. Alright, so we're going to get going on here. Right now I'm going to be working on getting these lights moved so that they're going across the 2 shelves instead of side to side. For my light setup in here, it's actually really nice and really easy. I have these shower hooks that make it really, really helpful. I can just hang them over the metal bars on here, and then I can adjust them if I want to. When we get done with this setup, I will go through and show you what it all looks like and how I'm hanging them. also going to be, while I'm down here, right now this is set for 12 hours. I'm going to bump this up to 14 to 16 hours. If you do not have a timer for your lights, you really should consider on getting one. It is a game changer, especially if you're somebody who likes me, who I actually have a full-time job that I have to go work at. And my hours change periodically. So I can set that timer and I know I don't have to think about it or remember to go in there and turn the lights on. I just know that that my lights are going to come in at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then now that I've adjusted it, they're not going to go off until 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. Okay, so what I am doing right here, right now, since I don't want to try and reach all the way across, the upper level should be kind of fine, but I still don't want to do that. I'm going to set the back part of the lights where I want them to be, and then I'm going to adjust the shelf into place. And then at that point, I will be able to hang the front part of them on this other shelf. So you can see here, you might can tell that I'm struggling just a little bit by trying to get these into place. That's just because of the height of the shelf and what I'm using to hang these lights with. It gets a little bit easier as we go on, and then I have to try and get the cords unplugged and then unwound from the shelves themselves, and then everything re-hooked back up, which can be really tedious because I'm trying to make sure that these connectors for the lights are not going to be hanging down and interfering with the plants and the trays, as I have to try and slide them in and out off the shelves for care and maintenance and watering purposes. Okay, so originally I had some of these lights hung with some chains so that they were adjustable to go up and down as far as how far away from the plants they were. But I decided to stop what we were doing and go run to Walmart and pick up some new of the shower hooks. These hooks you use for like the shower liner and shower curtains and hang them over the rod. They're the really inexpensive metal ones that just bend back and forth to make it a little bit easier. So these are going to be more fixed as far as the height. Now, when I was doing this on the top shelf there, you will see that One of my lights, I still had to wrap a wire or chain around because I don't have the clips for it. I think when I originally had got these ordered and they shipped them out, I was missing one set of clips for one light for hanging purposes. But it all worked out in the end. Those are gonna have to connect up here. Oh, fudge. This one needs to be connected to that one. This one connected to this one, this one connected to that one. The hardest part about setting up a grow light system is making sure that each one of your lights are connected to the next one in the series properly. Okay, so right now I am trying to figure out how I want to set up these connectors between the lights so that I can have all of them lit. Towards the end of the wiring process on these putting these connectors in, I realized that I'm missing one connector. So I do end up with only one light that doesn't have light to it. I have ordered a new set of lights, so hopefully with that new set of lights I'll have an extra connector. I did have an extra switch somewhere to turn them on and off with, but I don't know where I placed that. So if I can find that, then I will have two switches, and so all the lights will be lit up. Alright guys, here we go. It's all set up. You can definitely tell that there's a red glow. So I'm going to turn the light off on that right quick. Alright. Alright, so you can see each one of these is I'm actually missing a connector for this. So this light doesn't work, but the other three do. But now you can see from what I had before, I can get 4 times more with the light setup that I have on these racks. So we're going to go over with what I've already started here. These are some bare root strawberries. I've got calendula. These are English peas. I got some nasturtium. This one back here is Rudbeckia or Black-Eyed Susan. Super excited about that one. I've got some more pepper starts back here in this back one. Up here I've got some lavender. Definitely need to get some watering going here. Some chamomile. This was an older pack, so you can definitely tell that the germination rate was not very good. I've got me some lettuces and stuff. So I've got some lettuce. This is some iceberg, some romaine. I've also got cauliflower and broccoli here. And this one I've got Brussels sprouts up front, red and green cabbage. Back here I've got some more calendula, which is a little bit further along. This one is bee balm. That's some Swiss chard spinach, some other like leaf greens. This one has, I believe this is my echinacea. Yes. This back row is echinacea, and then the front one is mallow. Basically the marshmallow plant is what people call it. I have some yarrow back here in the back, along with hyssop. Some giant purple hyssop. And then this is going to be my tomatillos. They obviously need to be up potted. My celery germination is great. These are the first ones that sprouted. So I've got some good true leaves on those. And then here's some more of my peppers here. So I've got habanero, serrano, and cayenne. And then I've got jalapeno, these four over here, and then poblanos. Sorry about the light. Try to get this done a little bit earlier. And then of course here are those tomatoes that we up potted the other day. I can actually already see a huge difference with these tomatoes here that we adjusted the soil in and put it in with the other types of soil. They are doing so much better. And then these here that I fertilized are doing fabulous. They are looking a lot better. The yellowing is kind of going away. The true leaves, the tops of these are looking so much better. So yeah, it's just, that's what poor soil will do for you. Alright, the only thing I have left to do is to wrap this front side with another one of those blankets, which I have right here. And this is literally what I use right here. This emergency blanket. It's very thin. It's a mylar. It's supposed to help reflect the heat back into you if you're in an emergency. In this case, because it is reflective, it will do a wonderful job reflecting the light back on these plants. Alright guys, this is several days later. So you can see now that the mylar blanket is on there. I've already turned the lights off because I'm fixing to pull this blanket up to show you. This is a little bit of an overcast day and it's cooler outside, but my thermometer is still sitting right around between 75 and 80. So that is just a perfect temperature for most plants. And we're going to pull this up. This is literally what I do. I pull this up out of the way and you can see. So there's been quite a few changes here. I need to do some watering again today. I haven't been in here yet. But I have gotten all of the tomatoes up potted. All of them have been. And then I got those tomatillos that we were talking about up potted also. So they're going to be looking a lot better. So it's very exciting. And then probably in the next week or so when I get some soil for my beds here, it's probably going to be the beginning of April. All of these cool crops are probably going to be going out. But with that being said, I do have a green stalk that I might be up planting like the Swiss chard and the lettuces and stuff into. So I'll be excited for that. So, and like always, my farm friends, just like and subscribe and leave a comment. And we look forward to you next time.